Welcome back to Car Drive Next, where we bring you the most detailed reviews of the latest cars hitting the roads. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic sports cars ever built, a model that has defined performance and driving thrill for decades. Yes, we're talking about the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T, a car that blends lightweight engineering, precision handling, and the timeless DNA of Porsche's legendary 911 lineup. If you're looking for raw driving excitement, stick around because this is going to be one exciting review. Let's start with the first impression when you see the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T. This car is all about simplicity with performance as the top priority. Porsche designed the Carrera T to sit between the base Carrera and the Carrera S, offering enthusiasts a more engaging, purist-focused experience. From the outside, it looks like a 911. But there are subtle cues that make this model stand out. The front fascia carries the familiar Porsche styling, a sleek LED matrix headlights that curve with the contours of the car, a wide and low nose that hugs the road, and air intakes that don't just look good but actually serve performance by cooling the engine and brakes. There's a sense of aggression yet elegance, which is exactly what Porsche does best. Compared to the regular Carrera, the T adds a few exclusive touches like agate gray mirror caps, unique graphics along the lower part of the doors, and a slightly different trim to give it that sporty distinction. Moving along the side profile, you'll immediately notice the 20-inch wheels at the front and 21-inch wheels at the back, finished in titanium gray. The stance is low and planted, giving it that perfect balance of elegance and athleticism. The blacked-out window trim and lightweight glass on the side windows hint at the weight-saving measures Porsche has taken to keep this car lean and agile. The doors feel solid, yet they've been lightened with thinner glass and less insulation to cut weight. That's a big deal because every kilogram matters in a performance car like this. The silhouette, of course, is classic 911, a smooth roofline flowing seamlessly into the rear haunches, that timeless teardrop shape that Porsche has perfected for decades. It's a design that never goes out of style, and in this T variant, it looks even more focused. At the back, the story gets even better. The iconic full-width LED light bar stretches from one tail light to the other, giving the car a modern yet unmistakably Porsche look. The active rear spoiler sits flush with the deck when not in use but extends at higher speeds for additional downforce. Then there's the dual sports exhaust system finished in black, and let me tell you, this thing sounds absolutely glorious. The Porsche lettering on the back is also finished in agate gray to match the side mirrors and other trim pieces, tying everything together with a sporty yet classy vibe. The rear bumper has a clean design, and those air vents not only look good but also channel air efficiently to improve aerodynamics. Stepping inside the 2025 911 Carrera T, you're greeted with a cabin that screams driver-focused minimalism. Porsche has kept things purposeful here, less luxury fluff, more connection between you and the machine. The interior comes with lightweight sports seats as standard, and if you want to go even further, you can opt for the carbon fiber full bucket seats. The rear seats are completely removed in this model to save weight, although you can add them back at no cost if you want the extra practicality. The materials are top-notch, as you'd expect from Porsche, with a mix of leather, race tex, and optional contrast stitching. The steering wheel is perfectly sized, wrapped in smooth leather with paddle shifters positioned exactly where your fingers expect them. Behind it, the classic 5-dial instrument cluster is now partly digital but still keeps that iconic center-mounted tachometer analog for that old-school vibe. The center console houses the PDK gear selector, or, if you're like me and love the purest experience, you'll appreciate the 7-speed manual gearbox option, which makes this car even more special. Yes, a manual Porsche in 2025, it doesn't get better than that. The infotainment system is Porsche's latest PCM, featuring a high-resolution touchscreen that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with Porsche's connected services. It's intuitive and responsive, but honestly, you won't spend much time on it because this car is about driving, not scrolling through menus. Practicality is still present with a decent amount of storage up front in the frunk, but the interior is intentionally stripped down. You'll notice thinner glass, less sound insulation, and a general focus on keeping weight as low as possible. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where the Carrera T truly shines. Under the rear deck lid sits a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine, producing 379 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque. That might sound modest compared to the more powerful Carrera S or GTS, but trust me, the way this car delivers its power is nothing short of exhilarating. The Carrera T weighs less than the standard Carrera thanks to those weight-saving measures, and that makes it feel sharper and more alive on the road. The engine revs eagerly, the turbos spool up quickly, and the throttle response is pure Porsche perfection. With the standard 7-speed manual gearbox, you can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.3 seconds, while the optional PDK dual-clutch transmission drops that to around 3.8 seconds. The top speed is an impressive 181 miles per hour. But numbers only tell part of the story. The real magic happens when you take this car on a winding road. The Carrera T comes standard with the PASM Sport suspension, which lowers the ride height by 10 mm compared to the base Carrera. It also gets the Sport Chrono package and a mechanical limited slip differential with Porsche torque vectoring, all of which contribute to incredible cornering grip and balance. The steering is precise and communicative, making every input feel natural. It's the kind of car that makes you want to take the long way home every single time. And because of the lighter weight and rear-wheel drive setup, it feels more playful and engaging than its all-wheel drive siblings. Now, as for fuel economy, well, if you're buying a Porsche 911, that's probably not your top concern. But for reference, the Carrera T delivers around 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway, which is reasonable for a performance car of this caliber. Finally, let's talk about the price. The 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T starts at around $126,000, which is roughly $10,000 more than the base Carrera. But what you're paying for here is not just a Carrera, it's an experience. The weight reduction, the manual option, the exclusive design touches, and the focused driving dynamics make it worth every penny for enthusiasts who want something truly special. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T isn't about raw power or bragging rights. It's about purity, about feeling connected to the road in a way that few modern cars allow. It's light, agile, and endlessly rewarding to drive. For those who believe driving should be an art form, this car is a masterpiece. If you're looking for a Porsche that delivers the essence of the 911 in its most engaging form, the Carrera T is the one to get. That's it for today's in-depth review. If you enjoyed this video and want more detailed reviews of the hottest cars in the market, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Car Drive Next, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T. Is this your dream car, or would you go for something else in the 911 lineup? Thanks for watching. And as always, drive safe and stay passionate about cars.